What's going on, students inside of Val Verde High School and Val Verde Academy? I'm Jill, and welcome to this episode of Nightline News.
What's up, everybody? I'm Savannah, and this news source week of February 27th through March 3rd, 2023.
Hey, Savannah, wasn't last week's Black History Month pretty cool? I mean, we got to give props to Miss G and the rest of the team there. They had an amazing event.
You know, I had a great time too, and I got to tie-dye my own shirt. I think it came out really nice.
You know, I actually thought it looked pretty good too.
Thank you. Well, I can't wait till they have another event like that. But for now, let's get started with our news show. So here's the man himself, Coach Martin.
Hey, guess what? You are right back. Now, Coach, where are you now? I am in the studio. Let me tell you something. This is the Division I program here at Val Verde, where you can get involved with Mr. Del Campo, learn how to use the cameras from behind the scenes with the switchboard, and then from there, sound manipulations. This is a great class for you guys to have. This is absolutely outstanding. So in the fourth quarter, you need an elective, I suggest you come over here and speak to Mr. Del Campo. Now, when's that fourth quarter coming? Well, listen to this. 10 days, 10 days, 10 days, this quarter is over, which means in 5 days, you guys have your finals. 58 days left for you seniors. You have to stay focused. Remember, you're all out May 19th. That's when the final marks go in for the seniors. Then after that, you're gonna go through grad practice and graduate. Listen, guys, you have to stay on point. If you don't stay on point, it's just gonna go by. Don't blink, don't wait. Teachers are gonna have to have their grades in a little bit earlier because there is only 10 days left in this quarter. And then from there, only 58 days remaining for you guys to come through. So stay focused on what you have to do for the rest of this year. And where does that take us for the rest of this year? The last sport, that's what's coming up. It's going to be soccer. Anybody who is interested in soccer, start seeing me tomorrow, the last day of February on the 28th. Let's get our soccer sign-ups going on, and let's get a soccer team happening. For the basketball squad, hey, tough season. We played hard, we played gallantly, but fell just a little short this year. But for the most part, now let's roll on to soccer. I wish everybody have a great fourth quarter. And remember, your finals are coming up in 5 days. And soccer players, let's get out there, and we're gonna be looking for you guys to sign up starting this week. All right, for me, Coach Martin, we're out, and wishing you guys a great finals week.
Thank you, Coach. Hey, students, please donate new or slightly used blankets to help out those in need. The last day to give out anything is this Friday, March 3rd. If you would like to make a donation, please see Mrs. Sterling in room 303, and remember, everything is appreciated. Moving on, students, if you would like to make your own things, make sure you stop by the library and talk to Miss Lacey, because she's got a 3D printer that I know you guys would like to use. Now here's some ASB news with Mrs. Uribe.
Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome back to, I believe this is week 8 of quarter 3. We are in the home stretch. Those of you that are early grads this month, so you guys have only a little bit of time left for you guys to make sure your grades are good, all of your senior requirements are done, and et cetera, which brings me to my first item is that I wanted to tell you guys about FAFSA. So seniors, FAFSA is a graduation requirement. You've probably been hearing us say this since the very beginning of the year. If you haven't already done it, make sure you do it ASAP, definitely before your graduation day on March 10th, for those of you guys that are graduating this quarter. If you do your FAFSA by the California deadline, which is March 2nd, you get invited to our fabulous FAFSA event, which is taking place on March 9th, the day before the last day of the quarter. And we're going all out. If you check out our VVHS_ASB Instagram page, you can see what we did last year. This year, it's going to be even better. We still have our bounce houses coming, but this time we have in and out. We have a donut truck coming. I even got you guys a rock climbing wall. We have some raffles. Last year we raffled away a flat screen TV. We're going to do the same thing this year, and a few other things. So if you want to participate in this event, you get a cool shirt and everything. Make sure you are completing that FAFSA. Reach out to either Ms. Shen, Mr. Velastos, or your advisory teacher, and they can help you finish that up and get that requirement checked off. And you also get 2 extra tickets for graduation, which I know some of you guys need it. Other than that, your tickets are not really guaranteed, other than the 5 that everybody gets for sure. 2 extra for sure with FAFSA, and then we don't know if we will have any from the district to sell. So if you have a big family that wants to come to graduation, completing your FAFSA is like the sure way of getting those tickets. All right, so the next thing I need to remind you guys, seniors, you only have 11 days left to purchase your grad night tickets if you want to come with us to Disneyland on May 21st, and 21 days to buy your senior Six Flags tickets if you want to come with us on April 28th for that one. So I am counting weekends on this because you can also buy them at nights.myschoolcentral.com as long as you have already turned in a permission slip. So make sure you come by either the front office or in the ASB room to pick up a permission slip. It's $235 for grad night and $125 for Six Flags. So make sure you are getting those before it's too late or we sell out. And then the last thing is, at least for events that are coming up, you guys have 53 days left until prom, which means that we are starting to run out of prom tickets. We are starting to run out of space. Remember, we are having a rooftop event in downtown Riverside. We have, we showcased our vendors last week on the Instagram. So if you had a chance to see that, we have our DJ set up. We have our taco guy set up. We have our, decorators set up. We also have our dessert. Miss Bridget, who used to be a DSO here, she makes our desserts and everything is going to be delicious and fantastic. So make sure you guys are coming by and buying your tickets. They are $105. You can also get those online. Make sure you turn in a permission slip. Juniors are invited as well as guests from outside of the school. Just make sure you pick up a permission slip from room 202 or from me in the ASB room or the front office. And then moving along, let's go ahead and figure out who won our no period or tardies ticket to go to the movies. And if you guys probably already saw, Rigo Serrano, you are our winner. You've been on time to your classes and no absences between February 14th and February 17th. So everyone else, make sure you guys are getting to class, showing your values, and doing what you need to do so you can be entered into this weekly raffle as well. And you might win a movie ticket next time. So thanks everybody, and I will see you guys again for the last day of the quarter coming up soon. So bye.
Thank you, Mrs. Uribe. So students, did you know our district is hosting its first ever comic convention called ValorCon? If you didn't know, it's going to be happening on Saturday, March 13th at Val Verde High School. There will be several comic and children's book artists here, as well as various comic book dealers. Besides comic books, there's also going to be cosplay, gaming, and some contests. This event will be free and open to the public. Now, here's Damien with his segment on Muhammad Ali.
Hey Knights Centurions, welcome back with another Black History Month segment on one of the greatest boxers ever. Muhammad Ali, born in 1942, was an American former heavyweight champion boxer and one of the greatest sporting figures of the 20th century. An Olympic gold medalist and the first fighter to capture the heavyweight title 3 times. Ali won 56 times in his 21-year professional career. Ali's outspokenness on issues of race, religion, and politics made him a controversial figure during his career, and the heavyweight quips and taunts were as quick as his fists. Born Cassius Clay Jr., Ali changed his name in 1964 after joining the Nation of Islam. Citing his religious beliefs, he refused military induction and was stripped of his heavyweight championship and banned from boxing for 3 years during the prime of his career. Parkinson's syndrome severely impaired Ali's motor skills and speech, but he remained active as a humanitarian and goodwill ambassador. I know where I'm going and I know the truth, and I don't have to be what you want me to be. I'm free to be what I want. Muhammad Ali.
Thank you, Damien and Jaden, for that segment. Hey students, the Road Less Traveled Adventurers Club is heading to LA for their next excursion. They'll be going to the Getty Museum to learn about some of the most amazing art from around the world. Then they'll be at the Grand Central Market where students can sample just about any kind of food you can imagine. The trip will take place on Friday, March 24th. If you'd like to join them for their upcoming trip, please see Mr. Avents in room 204 for the permission slips. Get it back to them ASAP because space is limited, so I hope to see you there. Adventure is just one step away. Now, here's a quick weather segment with Marcos.
Hey students, this is Marcos, and let's look at this week's weather report for Paris. Today, Monday, we are looking at partly cloudy skies with a chance of night showers. The highs will be in the 50s with lows at 42 degrees. Looking at Tuesday, we are looking at cloudy skies with a chance of rain. The highs at 51 with lows at 39 degrees. Wednesday, we are looking at the same, continuing with a chance of rain with highs of 48 and lows at a cold 33 degrees. Thursday, we have a high of 53 degrees with partly cloudy skies and lows at 34 degrees. And Friday, we have highs at 58 degrees with partly cloudy skies and lows in the high 30s. Well, that's this week's weather report. We will see you next week. Back to you.
Thank you, Marcos, for telling us about the weather. And now here's more news from our librarian, Miss Lacey, who states that students need to keep their cases for their Chromebooks or they will be charged $25. So seniors, make sure you have your Chromebook cases or you will be charged. Now, celebrating Black History Month, here's Henry Louis Gates Jr., who tells us about how hip-hop originated.
In August 1973, a young Jamaican-born New Yorker known as DJ Kool Herc threw a party in the South Bronx. With a pair of turntables, he improvised a technique that isolated and repeated musical breaks That technique would lay the foundation for a genre known as hip-hop. Hip-hop music emerged from house parties in the Bronx and spread like wildfire between friends and neighbors at block parties. The new sound was electrifying.
In the schoolyard during recess, someone would have a boombox, and then someone would start rhyming. You didn't have recorded versions of hip-hop at that time.
Within a few years, it had become an underground cultural movement, and its distribution was homemade.
You couldn't purchase albums or records, and you couldn't hear hip-hop on the radio. The only way that you could participate in the culture musically was through these cassette tapes, which would circulate all throughout the city.
As its influence deepened and broadened, the music spread from the underground onto the radio. In 1979, a group from suburban New Jersey released Rapper's Delight, one of the first hip-hop records.
The boogie to the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a test, I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet.
And the Sugar Hill Gang's hit was just the beginning. As hip-hop evolved, it became a passion shared by millions of young Americans who used it to articulate their identity and their politics, creating a vibrant, multicultural community across the country.
Our generation of young people, we had to find new ways to communicate, just getting on the records and speaking about the truth.
Its lyrics reflected the social and economic conditions of the inner cities as seen through the eyes of the people who lived there.
On a seesaw, don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Say what? It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
I think it was Chuck D who said, it's the CNN of the Black community. It's actually reporting on all of these things that we've experienced in poetry form and musical form.
Freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that
be. In 2017, hip-hop surpassed rock as America's #1 stream genre for the first time ever. Decades after its birth, hip-hop has grown from its underground origins in the Bronx to become one of the most popular genres of music throughout the world.
Well, that was a really good hip-hop segment. Next in Turns, this Saturday, March 4th, there's going to be Saturday School. If you need to make up credits, please sign up today or talk with Mr. Toth. Now, let's get back to Savannah.
Thank you, Gio. Students, on Saturday, March 4th, we're going to be having an Explorer Fair starting at 10 a.m. and ending at 1 p.m. This event is open to teachers, parents, and students, and it will be showcasing technology within our district. There will be free pizza, drinks, and free fun prizes. Now, let's move on to Mrs. Dodo with some final school news for us.
Happy Monday, Knights and Centurions. It's Mrs. Dodo, your principal, and I have a few short announcements for you this week. First things first, we are quickly approaching March 10th. That is the end of third quarter. So students, I need all of you checking ARIES, making sure that your grades are good, making sure you're passing all of your classes, because the end of third quarter is going to come up before you know it, and we want you to be prepared to pass all classes. Seniors, I've got a little over 60 of you that are anticipating graduating in March. For some of you, that means means that you have to finish up credit recovery. So I hope that as you're watching this, you're on those last couple of assignments. Remember, several of you are in a situation where you have to pass that credit recovery class. Otherwise, you're back with us for fourth quarter, and we really like you to graduate when we anticipate you to graduate, which is coming up on March 10th. Also, students, we are hitting deadlines for you to purchase all of your tickets. We have prom, we have grad night, we have our senior Magic Mountain trip. If you have not yet purchased those, please make sure that you are seeing the bookkeeper and you're handling all that. I want to give a shout out to BSU for last week's Black History Month Festival. It was awesome, good food, a lot of activities, a lot of great information. So shout out to Ms. Goins and all of our BSU and Sunshine Club members who threw us a great event last week. That's all I got. Students, make great decisions, do good, and we'll see you next week.
Well, that's the end of our news show. Make sure you watch it on Val's YouTube channel. Please subscribe at VVUSD Teen Vision. Well, I'm Savannah.
And I'm Gio. Until next week, Next in Centurions, remember students, same night time
and same night channel.
Yodels!